Okay, perfect. So, random things tier list. We're basing this off 3 rules. First rule is the color of the item. Second rule is the overall relevance and just how much I like the item, if it's good, if it's bad. The third rule is if the item was right in front of me, how would I feel? First we got a spoon. Spoons come in many different colors. Silver is like what they're mainly common in. I guess you can see white because like the plastic spoons. They're pretty cool. They're pretty helpful. They're like forks, but just a little bit more enclosed. Better for eating liquids and whatnot. If I had one in front of me, I'd probably be a little upset because that means I have to go throw it in like the dishwasher back in the cabinet. So I'm just gonna say C, just because they're cool. But like, I say B, and actually I'm gonna put a B just because they're good. Among Us. Among Us is pretty fun. Among Us doesn't really have a color. You know, if Among Us is in front, it can't be in front of me. But you know, Among Us is pretty cool. I'm gonna say C though. It's just because it fell off really fast. Apartment complexes. Now, apartment complexes are pretty cool if you live anywhere else in the world that isn't Canada, because to rent a single room in these, it's like $1 million a month. D tier. Murr from Impractical Jokers. He's not my favorite Impractical Joker. I don't know who my favorite Impractical Joker is, but he doesn't really have a color. And if he was in front of me, it'd probably be pretty scary because he just kind of appeared. But he's pretty cool, so I'm gonna put him bottom B tier. An emerald, not from Minecraft, just an emerald. Green, I really like the color emerald. Green, A. Sonic, he's blue, pretty cool, pretty iconic. If he was in front of me, it'd be sick. I could dap him up. A. A police officer. Police officer is a very controversial pick, so I'm just gonna put him in B and be quiet. 7-Eleven. Now I rock with corner stores. 7-Eleven, not super common in Canada, but I still do like, you know, a 7-Eleven from every now and then. So I will be putting 7-Eleven in A tier just because I like 7-Eleven. Temu. Now they do use child slavery, so it's gonna be D. But besides that, they are okay. Fortnite V-Bucks. Now I say Fortnite V-Bucks is gonna be the first S tier here because it's Fortnite V-Bucks. Like, you can't go wrong with Fortnite V-Bucks. And they've gotten cheaper over the years, so that's for, I guess with inflation, it's just counteract. I don't know. V-Bucks are pretty cool. They buy me Chun-Li Fortnite skin. Lasagna, another S tier. Can't go wrong with a good home-cooked lasagna. Garfield eats it, and Garfield's a cool-looking cat. So, yeah, 2 wins. A deck of tarot cards. I personally do like tarot cards. I rock with tarot cards. I like their meaning. A tier, just because they're so simple and they inspire so many different things. And yeah, pen, pineapple, pen guy. This guy goes pen, pineapple, apple, pen. He's pretty cool. Pretty not iconic anymore. I'm gonna go B. Not S tier for the sole reason that it's just like, I don't know. I can't really justify not putting him in S tier, but I also don't think he deserves S tier. I don't know. B tier. A right hook. Now, right hook's pretty cool. I think right hook's the most satisfying punch, besides like maybe a nice uppercut. I'm gonna put it in top A tier just because I don't think it's S tier worthy, but it's pretty nice. And because I think it's the only way to throw a punch without hurting yourself, because your fist continues moving throughout their cheek and keeps going. And it's not like a straight punch where it just hits their face and your arm just kind of stops there. I don't know. I've never really punched someone with force before, so I don't really know. The upcoming Super Bowl. Now this isn't decided. If the I don't know what teams are playing. Yeah, this is the Taylor Swift one. Okay, if the Chiefs win, it's gonna be E tier. If the San Francisco 49ers Okay, he's on the Chiefs. That's what I thought. Okay, so if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, it's going to be E tier. If they don't win the Super Bowl, I'm not going to say it's S plus, but I will say it's SA. So until then, I'm just going to toss it in C tier. I might update it later just to see based on who won. But yeah, go 49ers. I don't watch football. A beach. I like swimming. Not the biggest fan of a beach, just for the sole reason that they're busy. But this beach in the image, it's not busy, so B tier. If it was busy, it'd probably be D tier or like maybe low C tier. A jug of water. Now, jug of waters are cool, but like setting them up can be a pain. They're heavy and they can spill, and like half the time it's impossible to put a cup under like the dispenser thing, C tier. And they don't really have a color. I guess they have a bluish color. Minecraft, S tier. I'm not putting it S plus for the sole reason that there hasn't been a Minecraft update in like 40 million years that was bigger than, you know, 2 blocks in a new mob. Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel. We'll just put him in the bottom of C tier. I haven't watched Hazbin Hotel. Maybe if I watched it, maybe B tier or maybe D tier. I don't know. Putting him C tier. BMW. Honda Civic for the win. Utopia, E. Utopia, Travis Scott, it was ass. Not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even being joking here. It was ass. I don't like Utopia. Not a big Travis Scott fan, but Utopia was ass. Sue me. Kanye West, S plus. He made Graduation. Peppers. I don't really like peppers, but I also don't really like fruit, so I'm just gonna put it bottom C tier. I do like spices stuff, so I guess I'll put it in B. Sandy Cheeks. Sandy Cheeks is an easy A. Actually, no, top B. Only reason I want to put Sandy Cheeks in A is because like every other SpongeBob character is A, and she's like worse than every other SpongeBob character. Like Squidward A, Patrick A, SpongeBob A, Mr. Krabs A, Sandy B. Actually, no, Patrick would be S plus. Ice Spice. Now we're rating on personality, so D. But if it was anything else, school buses. School buses, pretty cool. They get me to school. I'm a poet and I did not even know it. The color green. Yeah, well, based on how I rated the emerald, that they have to be right beside each other. Abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings are pretty cool, unless when they're not abandoned and then you get caught for breaking into them. C tier. Beaches again. I don't know why I put it twice in the list, but I'm just gonna put it again. Actually, I'll just leave it here. Orange juice. I'm more of an apple juice guy, so we're going C tier. Sidewalks. Now, if it's a big enough sidewalk where 3 people can walk, it's S tier. But if it's not big enough where 3 people can walk, I'd say B tier because they're still pretty cool. But if it's one of those sidewalks where only like 1.5 people can walk beside each other, instantly C tier. But this one looks pretty big, so we're just gonna put it middle of B tier. Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's the GOAT. I'm just gonna put him A. No further explanation. Resident Evil 2. Probably my favorite Resident Evil game, but keep in mind I've only played 4, 2, and a bit of 7, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put A. I'm gonna put a low A just because I just like the game. I like Leon Kennedy and I like Raccoon City, like the police station. A pillow. Last but not least, a pillow. If it's a memory foam pillow and they got like the cooling in it, S tier. But since it's a white basic ass pillow, we're just gonna put it in a B tier. So with that being said, we got Kanye West top of the leaderboard, Travis Scott's Utopia bottom of the leaderboard, and in the middle we got Spoons, the very first one. That's actually crazy. Spoons is the exact middle of the tier list. So Kanye West top, Spoons mid, Utopia bottom.